Yes, family on YouTube, good morning. It is a little late. Honestly, I just wanted to come on here and say, hey, I'm still alive. I'm living. I'm kidding. So most of you guys don't know, but I had the Rona for a year. Today marks a year. Yeah, today marks a year. It's different. So, if you don't know, on my main channel, I went over this. But for you guys who don't know anything, okay, I had COVID for a year. That's the title. I had COVID. Can't smell, can't taste, can't, I could still smell, but some things just taste horrible. It's a little different having the Rona for a year. I mean, I have long-term effects. So I'm now slowly starting to smell again. I'm now slowly able to taste certain foods I used to not taste. I used to hate certain foods. I still can't taste red meat. For one, disgusting. That's a blech. And then even smelling it is just ugh. I don't even want to be near it. Don't want to smell it. Don't even want to hear it. It's a horrible smell. Anyway, and tasting that is just horrible. Like, I don't like smelling it. It smells like rotten, like bad food. Like, it's just, the best way of putting it is you have something sitting out for a very long time and it smells rotten. Like, it's already decaying and it's like that disgusting smell and you can taste that. That's what I feel. That's the best definition I can give. But that's what I smell. That's what I taste. Like, almost on a day-to-day basis on some things. But it's not about me. Okay. So, there's this person that goes up to me today I'm not going to say her name, but she came up to me and goes, why are you so positive in just life? You're clearly doing something. I mean, why are you so happy? And I told her, well, I don't care what people think. Okay. And she just goes, okay, but you have to. I was like, no. You don't. So why should you care if you can't see him? You can't see a person's thought. Okay? You can kind of read by body language. You can kind of see by the eye movements. Certain things you could just tell, right? But if you've been doing this for a very long time, you understand, like, you can only do so much. And not to mention, with only certain things, you can only do so much with the knowledge that you have, right? And she's just like, you gotta have something. You gotta be smoking something, like, right? You gotta be on something to be able to be this happy. Yeah, I'm high on life. Life got me this way. Life. Okay, I used to be, yeah. It's not, I knew people who were part of that life, the drugs, alcohol, like, I get it. Like, I know people who are part of that life, and it's not the greatest. I've seen both ends of the stick. Like, one end of the stick is it's great and fun and happy, and then you have the other end, which is just a very bad outcome of life, and it's just this false hope. And it's different. And she just goes, are you high? I was like, no, I'm sober. I'm 24 years sober on alcohol and a bunch of other things. And she just goes, okay, yeah, if that's what you want to say, sure, I'll buy that. I'll bite. And she just starts going, it doesn't make any sense though. Why don't you care what people think about you? I'm like, I don't care what people think regardless. If I can't see their thoughts, why should I be bothered by it, And she just continues on going about on this and just going, you have to worry about what people think. Not really. I mean, it could be one thing to be around people and care. And it's another to tolerate people and just not even care what they think. It's different. But when you come to know that about people, when you walk into a room and you can analyze everyone very quickly, very, very rapidly, you will notice things about people very quickly. I was always the quiet kid in the room. Always. The quiet kid. So when I was quiet, I was always observing. I was always watching. I was always doing certain things to fly under the radar. And there was this time where I got bullied at a school. I'm not going to mention any names because that's not what I'm about, but I got bullied for 2.5 years. So at this very point, I told the security guards, I was like, hey, there's this kid who's bullying me. Can you do something about it? Oh yeah, made it worse. So then they surrounded me and I was in the 360 degrees of just pure bully. Like picking on me, doing whatever they wanted to me. And I said, hey, next time you swing, the next time you do something, the locker's gonna be the next thing you see. And everyone just started laughing like, ha, you know nothing. You're scrawny. You're a kid. I'm big, you're bad, I'm blah, 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 blah. And I warned him. I warned him 3 times. I'm like, you only get 3 warnings. Don't touch me. And he goes, touch. I was like, that's 1. Touch, that's 2. Next time is not going to be happy. And he was going to touch me. And as soon as he was going to touch me, I hurt him. Like, I physically hurt him because I told him to stop twice. I was like, hey, don't touch me. I want to go to class. Like, I don't have time for this. And the security guards looked at me and goes, did you do this? Absolutely, I did it. So they looked at cameras. The cameras saw that I didn't touch him. So all they saw on the camera feed is him falling back. There's no physical connection. I didn't touch him. But the sheer force of what I did put him on the ground. And from that point on, it's always been different. I look at life through a different lens than most people because that's what I've known. I look at it and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to be quiet. Like, I know how to analyze people very quickly. It's different. It's a different time than it used to be. You have to watch what you say to people. You have to be careful what you actually do. You tell someone you're a producer, instantly they go, oh, you're high and mighty. I'm going to act all high and mighty. I'm going to be your best friend. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. You have to watch what you say to people. Even for me, I had a kid come up to me and he goes, you're a YouTuber. I was like, yeah, I do YouTube. You want a photograph? I want this. And the mom's looking at this and I'm like, how'd you find me? And he goes, oh, I watch your vlogs. Okay. Like, at least you're watching something family friendly. At least you're watching something nice and, something that you can relate to. And the mom comes up to me and she's like, you're motivating my kid. Like, this is awesome. I mean, you have a lot of wisdom, obviously. And I was like, that's because I lived it. What he's going through, I lived it. I know everything about most things. And I'm not knowledgeable, but if I don't know something, I'll Google it or do my research about it. Okay? Like, that's not too hard. But if you got something out of this, the one thing that I want you to get out of it is if you're worried about what people think about you, it doesn't matter. You don't see their thoughts. You don't see what they're thinking. So why should you care? Why? That's one thing that I want you guys to get out of this, is if it's that, just take that and run with it. That's all I want. It doesn't matter what people think. Only the people that you surround yourself with is what you get out of life. Show me your friends. I'll show you your future. It means a lot. Take a step back and look at your friend group that you're in. Are they toxic? Okay, if they're toxic, they're not the right group. Because then that's what you're going to be. Okay, I had a whole group of people that were alcoholics. I didn't turn out that way because that's not what I'm about. I'm very strong. And I also had another group that was a bunch of drug addicts. I didn't get in either one. As I looked at it, I was like, I'm not going to associate myself with you guys, but I'll tolerate it. So the realistic group I was a part of was the motivating, hardworking, and blue collar. Like that's what I was a part of. And growing up, that's what I was a part of. And it's different, right? Show me your friends, I'll show you your future. It means look at it. Look at the friend group you're in. If they're not motivating, if it's just talk, like drama, just pure crap 24/7, and you can't be real with these people, if you have to put on this fake face every single day, it's not worth it. You're just wearing and tearing yourself apart mentally, physically, and emotionally. It's not the greatest. It's not. But like I said in the very beginning, it doesn't matter what people think. It doesn't. So why should you care? You don't need to. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. As always, no matter what you're doing, one time a week. I am so used to the gaming channel. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. No matter what you're doing, one type a week, 4 videos a month. I'll see you guys in the next one. Just keep moving positive.